Yo, what's up, guys? Matthew Knies is not going anywhere. He and the Leafs have agreed to a 6-year deal worth $46.5 million, guys, with an AAV of $7.75 million. What a great job by Brad Treliving again, guys. For the second time in the last 3 days, Brad Treliving has signed a Leafs player to a very good contract. I think we could all agree that Matthew Knies signing for 6 years at 7.75 is an absolutely great deal. Coming off, guys, a career year, of course, 29 goals, 29 assists. The guy had a +7 rating. You know, Matthew Knies is only going to get better as he gets bigger and stronger in the NHL. And that's a lot of what we love about Matthew Knies being a Leafs player. He brings grit, he brings toughness, he brings skill, he brings speed. He's becoming a full package with the Maple Leafs, guys, and keeping him around for the next 6 years at a very good average AAV per year, guys, is spectacular by the Maple Leafs. To get him under $8 million a year is absolutely huge. You know, easily on the market, he could have gone offer sheet at maybe 9, and it would have really put the Leafs in difficult positioning. But Brad Treliving said it a few days ago when they signed John Tavares. He's not going to work with being afraid of an offer sheet. He's going to continue to work diligently, and he did another spectacular job, guys, getting Matthew Knies signed. And we all know how important Matthew Knies is to this team. He's probably one of my most favorite players on the Leafs team right now currently. Like, the way he played in the playoffs, he's a playoff-type performer, guys. You know, he steps up when it matters most. Scored some key goals in the playoffs this past season, especially that one goal against Florida for the Leafs to beat Florida in Game 2. And then we obviously know what happened in the playoffs, guys, against the Panthers, of course. But Matthew Knies was extremely important, especially in that Florida series. Obviously, he got hurt towards the end of that series, played injured through Game 7. But the guy's an absolute warrior. Us Leaf fans absolutely love Matthew Knies. And the most important thing about Matthew Knies signing this deal, he wants to stay in Toronto. He had made it a priority to say he loves being a Maple Leaf, wants to stay in Toronto. It's ironic enough that when you get treated well and you perform, the city of Toronto will pay you back with the love and support. And this is what Matthew Knies got. Not like unlike some of his other teammates that are about to walk out the door, who's born and raised in this city. Don't worry about that, guys. I got a video coming up about that guy sooner or later if he does sign somewhere else. But Matthew Knies, guys, I think we could all agree. We love this player. We love what he brings to the table, and he's only been in the league 2 full seasons. If you guys remember, obviously, he came in the middle of the playoffs, had to burn a year of his rookie deal. Now he's getting paid, and I feel it is absolutely deserved to be paying this guy. He's only going to get better, like I mentioned. He scored 29 goals, like I said, as well, so I think he's going to get even more goals this upcoming season, and we'd probably expect him to score between 35 and 40 goals, so just another step up in the right direction for Knies. He could possibly be even a candidate for the American team coming the Olympics in 26. Who knows if he continues to progress as a player, gets bigger and stronger, like he said at the end of the year, he's only going to get even more and more dangerous. And playing with Austin Matthews on top of it all is obviously going to make both of them better as players, of course. We obviously saw Matthews didn't have a great year physically. Of course, he was battling an injury, but Knies really stepped up for Matthews and Marner, especially in the playoffs, because we obviously know what those two did in the playoffs. Knies was only the most productive player on that line. I think we can all agree. And he's done that in the past, of course. We love Knies' toughness, like I mentioned. Like, I'll never forget this past season when Zach Whitecloud gave him a concussion, and then when Toronto went into Vegas, he absolutely beat the brakes off Whitecloud. That's the type of shit that us Leaf fans want to see. Blue-collar players, guys who fight, who get physical, aggressive, but can score goals and be a massive impact on this team. That's all we want, us Leaf fans. We want to pay the players, and we want them to perform. Unlike guys like Mitch Marner, of course. Matthew Knies is totally deserved of this contract, of the money he's getting. I'm sure there is not one Leaf fan that is out there complaining about this deal for Matthew Knies. Guys, if you guys think about it, last year, the Leafs were paying Knies and Tavares close to a little over $11.5 million. Now with these 2 new contracts, it's a little over 12, guys. Absolutely bargain job by Brad Treliving there. Just a spectacular job by him. And now free agency is right around the corner. The Maple Leafs can focus on free agents. I think we all agree that we know who our number 1 target is if he does not extend in Florida, and that is Brad Marchand. Now the Leafs have about I think it's 15 million in cap room now with these two signed, 13 to 15 million, I'm pretty sure. So if you play Brad Marchand about 8 or 9 million, you got about 5 or 6 million left in the cap, guys. So we'll see what Brad Treliving has up his sleeve. Possibly a sign-in trade with Mitch Marner because Vegas has to get rid of a salary cap room, guys. They don't have enough cap space to pay Mitch Marner, so the Leafs are trying to get some assets from Vegas for the Marner deal. And if you guys heard what Elliot Friedman said today on top of it all, he's saying if the Leafs do not get assets from Vegas, the Leafs could possibly be trying to get get allegations for Vegas tampering again for Mitch Marner. So that would be incredible to see. The Leafs, if they are holding a gun to Vegas, is that telling them, give us assets from Marner or else we're going to report you to the league for tampering. This would be an absolute twist in the storyline regarding Marner. And I absolutely love it, what Brad Treliving's doing. Forcing Vegas' hand to say, oh, you want him, but we want certain players. And you guys talked to him probably with our permission, without the league knowing. And so now the Leafs say, we want certain guys, and Vegas ain't confident up. So the Leafs are basically threatening him, saying, if you don't give us what we want, we're going to tell the league you're tampering. So very interesting stuff happening with the Marner situation. Great job by Treliving to get Tavares and Knies sewn up before July 1st hits. Great job by the whole Leafs management, especially Brad Treliving, letting him do what he wants. He has done a way better job in these 2.5 years, 3 years under the Leafs management, guys. Way better than what he did than Kyle Dubas, man. Kyle Dubas was a mess. Treliving has done such a way better job, not getting fleeced and getting taken to the cleaners by our players. He is finally setting the market for certain guys and saying, this is what we're paying you, this is what we're offering. And this was an absolute stroke of genius by Brad Treliving to get these two signed. Now it's on to free agency, guys. I'm glad Matthew Knies is a Maple Leaf for 6 more years. I love that Instagram post he had of him and Joe Wall. Great to see. We all know how important Knies is going to be for the future of this hockey team. Maybe even an assistant captain one day. Who knows? But I love this player. One of the best pickups in the draft the Leafs have had in a very, very long time. And this kid is proving it time in and time out again. And I expect more from Matthew Knies coming up in this season, guys. He is going to be a very important piece for this hockey team moving forward, guys. But, guys, leave your comments in the comment section. Tell me how you guys feel about Matthew Knies. I think it's a great deal for both sides. Really positive things for the Maple Leafs ahead, guys. We'll see what happens in a couple days. That's it for this video today, guys. As always, thank you very much, as always, guys. Click like if you like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Go Leafs, go, as always, guys. And remember, if you did not watch sports, you're more. Ciao, guys.